In our final segment, we sit down with Bernard Paul Mono, the Acting Director General of the East African Development Bank. He makes the case for the East African Development Bank plans to support the country's development plans for funding infrastructure to backing SMEs.
Financing SMEs is one of our top priorities. And just to bring this into context, the bank has running programs at the moment in both Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, and Tanzania. We have what we call the Rural Finance Enhancement Program in Uganda, plus the Agri-Finance Enhancement Program in Uganda, and Agriculture Financing Kenya program. And we also have an SME financing program in Rwanda. Through these programs, we've been able so far to disburse over 40 million US dollars. And this is disbursed through the partner financial institutions. We collaborate with the commercial banks or strong microfinance institutions in those, which reach the last mile, so to say, the smallest of the SMEs in their place. And through this collaboration, we'll be able to reach several of these companies and created employment and facilitated businesses owned by the youth and the women. And going forward, especially with this financing from OPEC Fund, we expect to just continue with that and improve it and broaden it to make sure that we reach more of the SMEs in the region. By the end of September, we had disbursed over 70 million US dollars, and that's almost double what we disbursed last year. EADB is actually a patient capital provider. Our loans go as long as 15 years. Just let me know any commercial bank that can go that long. So we are already providing that patient capital. But the length, the tenor is determined by viability of the project and the ability of the project to bring in cash flows over that period. We also provide exceptionally equity in those areas that we know. If we do not provide equity, then nothing happens. Infrastructure is one of the key areas that we play in, and you've heard the President of Uganda repeat again and again that if you are talking of development and you leave out a railway, then you are not really addressing the real issues. So railway, especially the standard gauge railway, is one of the areas that we are going to play in. We've already done that in Tanzania. We participated in the project that is there, and we'll continue participating in other phases that are coming. We are playing into the air transport. We are expecting to previously, we had financed some of the airlines, and we expect to do that. We are in a conversation with some promoters to just build some infrastructure in some of our airports to make sure that the regional integration works well. And we facilitate our people to travel around. And there are some regional airports that we are also in conversation with other DFIs to make sure that we can finance that area. Of course, you talk of roads, you talk of power, both generation and transmission, because there's no industrialization if you do not have power, and power that is affordable and accessible to everyone. We are into the age where internet communication is key. We're in conversation with some of the promoters who want to improve the fiber network. We expect to play a role in that area, and goes without saying, water and sanitation is another area that we expect to play big, especially in border areas, to make sure that our region is truly integrated and we progress together. We leave no one behind.